this simple example. We have one component with mass equal to 10 kg, okay, acted upon by a force 100 Newton. That at angle of 20 degree, this component is put on a slope of 20 degree with a surface given mu s static coefficient of friction 0.3 and kinetic coefficient of friction of 0.2. Okay, so the question asks you to determine either the system is in equilibrium, meaning that static, or in motion. So we have to determine moving or not moving, and the value of actual friction force. Okay, so the first step, we have to compare the friction force, the value of friction from this figure, okay, with the maximum friction force. So first, draw the free body diagram. So we have one component here. Okay, here is 20 degree. Okay, the component have mass, so we put first mg downward 110 g, so 98.1 Newton. Okay, and then we have this 100 Newton external forces with angle here 20 degree. Okay, and then we should have a normal force 90 degree to the surface toward the component, normal force, and a friction force. Okay, a friction force in this case, we are putting force 100 Newton. Let's say it depends. If you consider the mass is of this component is much more than this one, that the component will move in downward, you will put the friction upward. But in this case, maybe we have this is 100 Newton, this is 99 Newton, 98 Newton, so maybe the component will move upward. So let's say I'm considering the component will move upward, so there will be a friction going opposite direction downward, F friction. Okay, if you got at the end F opposite direction, negative value, meaning that your movement is going toward downward. Okay, so we put here, assume it is going to be moving upward. Okay, so assume upward. Okay, so first assumption, we assume the component to move upward, and then for easier calculation, we need to determine the axis. So normally we will use the slope or the surface given. So my axis is one, this is x, and the other one is y, 90 degree to each other. Okay, 20 degree angle. So sorry, 20 degree. Sorry, this is 30, so we have 30 degree. Here is also 30 degree. Okay, so I have to first resolve everything in terms of this x and y. So this one is in y, this one is in x. Here I can resolve y in x, the other one is in y using 20 degree. This one I will resolve one into y and the other one is into x. Here is 30 degrees, so for sure here we will have another 30 degree. Okay, so now I have resolved everything in terms of x and y. So you do the first one. To the right positive, sigma fx equal to 0. Okay, so we have sigma fx equal to 0. Sigma fx equal to 0, we will have 100 cos 20 minus 98.1 sin 30. This one minus this. Minus f equal to 0. Okay, so from here you will have the f equal to, okay, put f the other way, so you have f, I have already calculated f equal to 44.92 Newton. Okay, 44.92 Newton, meaning that it is agreed with this figure. So the f is moving, the f is downward. So downward at 30 degree. So by this we are sure that the component the direction is upward. We're not sure it is moving or not, but if it is moving, going upward, even though if it is not moving, it has the tendency to move upward because we assume upward, so that our F is going down, opposite direction. Now we get the positive value of F, so for sure it is going upward, the movement upward. Okay, so we go to the y direction. Sigma Fy equal to 0. Sigma Fy equal to 0, we have n plus 100 sine 20 from here, minus this one, minus 98.1 cos 30. So 1, 2 positive minus this one equal to 0, you will have n equal to. Okay, so from the calculation, I got the n as 50.76 Newton. Okay, so this is the first step to determine the F and the N, and then you want to compare F, this one, with Fm. Okay, so F equal to 44.92 Newton. Fm equal to mu static times n, which is here equal to mu static is given 0.3, n is this one 76. So you have the Fm which is 15.23 Newton. Okay, so in this case, our F is bigger than F maximum. Okay, so our F is bigger than F maximum, so the conclusion is the component is moving and the direction is upward. Okay, so you have to put this as your answer. The component F, since F equal bigger than Fm, if F is lower or equal to Fm, the component is static. We have to read and the value of friction is same as what we have already calculated. But now the F is bigger than Fm. Okay, so meaning that in your graph here, this is Fm. The F is bigger than this one, so meaning that it is in this region. Okay, in this region. So it is already moving. Okay, so moving upward. So the question asks you also to value of friction since it is moving. So if it is not moving, the friction is same as the one that we calculate. This is maximum value. Now it is moving, so the friction will be here. Friction kinetic. Okay, so the value of friction will be friction kinetic. The actual value of friction actual equal to mu. Now we will use the mu kinetic times n, which is mu kinetic 0.2. N is the one to calculate 50.76 equal to, which is 10.15. And this one going downward. Okay, so now we have the value of friction kinetic, which is going downward. So again, I repeat, for this type of question, we need to determine moving or not moving and which direction. So the first one we do is to calculate from this figure, do the free body diagram, calculate what is F, what is the N. So from this one, you can compare the F, which is we calculate here, with the Fm. Fm is equal to mu Sn, mu static. If it is bigger, it moving. If it is lower or same, it is not moving. Okay. So the direction depend on our assumption. If this way, we consider upward, we got positive, so moving upward. Okay. This is the friction going downward, but the movement is upward because the friction always opposite direction. Okay, if the component is moving, we have to recalculate the value of friction because it is in this region. So the value of friction is equal to mu k times n. So this one. But if we got here F equal to lesser or smaller than Fm, we don't have to recalculate the actual F, because the actual F will be same as the value that we have already calculated, which is this one, 44. If it is lower, okay, so depend. If it is moving, recalculate that one using mu s. If it is lower, use the value that we have already calculated. So this is for the first simple example. Okay, so we will look at this one, second example, which is exercise from here. Exercise 11.2, page 200. So we have this one. Oh, what is it? Not clear. Okay. So this exercise. Okay. Okay, so you are given one component at the slope of 30 degree with the mass of 10 kilo, mu static is 0.4, mu kinetic is 0.3. Determine whether the block shown in the figure is in equilibrium or not, and find the value of the friction force. Okay, so first draw free body diagram. Taking the component, first you have the mass, so we have mg downward, it is 10 kilo, so 98.1, 9.81 times 10, so 98.1. And then we go to the second part, is the external forces. In this case we have this as our external forces. P equal to 100 Newton. Okay, so this is no other forces. Okay, and then we should put the normal force and then the friction. Again, the friction depends on your assumption. Let's consider if we consider the component will moving upward, assume going up. Okay, so the friction will be going down. F, friction force. Okay, so we consider component will going up, so the friction will be going down. Okay, so here I have done this exercise. Okay, let's say this one. Okay, so what we'll do is first we put the axis, follow this one, x and y. Okay, and we go sigma fx equal to 0, so we have minus f. This one we resolve here 1 and 2, and the other one here is so, and also here dash. So we have the 30 degrees, so here will be also 30 degrees. Okay, so f, this one minus 98.1, here will be your 30 degree, sine 30 plus, okay, to the top, so we have 100 cos. Okay, putting the f the other direction, you will have f equal to, I have calculated that one, you have f equal to 37.6 Newton, which is, this one is positive, meaning that our assumption is correct. So here, this is the direction of f, 30 degree, so up. Okay, we assume going upward, f opposite direction, we calculate, we got the positive value for f, so for sure it moving upward. So sigma fy equal to 0, so you have n minus 98.1 cos 30, also minus 100 sin 30 equal to 0, you got the n equal to half, and from my calculation is, okay, 134.96. 134.6 Newton. Bear in mind, normally the n must always be positive unless you got your free body diagram incorrect. The n is opposite direction. If it's a normal force, always positive. Okay, compare F with Fm. Fm equal to mu static times n equal to given 0.4, n is here 134.96 or 135. Okay, you got the Fm, which is Fm 53.98 Newton. Okay, so now the thing is F is 37, so F is lower than Fm. Okay, so F is smaller than Fm, meaning that the whole component still in static or equilibrium. Okay, so the system still in equilibrium. Okay, the F is lower than Fm, and you got this one. If the system is in equilibrium, the value of friction force F actual, is equal to F calculated that we have calculated, so equal to 37.6 Newton this degree. Okay, so the first example that I've shown you, where the F bigger than Fm, the component is moving, so the friction force same, we have to recalculate using μk because it is moving. Now we have the F smaller than Fm, meaning that the component is not moving, so our F actual is same as that we have already calculated, 37.6 Newton. Okay, 37.6 Newton. Okay, so that's it. So static equilibrium, don't have to mention. Okay, but if the question asks you the tendency to moving, we will put it upward. You have the tendency to move upward. So that's it. Two example, one moving and the other one is static. So we go to the second type of the friction force. Okay, category number 2 later.